The Jere-Mes are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Jere-Me insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree in his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for Jere-Mes, which I mention only so the Jere-Mes out there will know how cool they are for listening. What's up, you cool Jere-Me? Also, there's a degree on my wall.
It's Jere-Me, but not two Jere-Mes, cause it's three Jere-Mes. It's Jere-Me, hey Jere-Me, do you wanna? Just say, hey I wanna. Just say, hey I wanna.
Welcome to My Jere-Me, and Jere-Me, an advice show for the modern Jere-Me. I'm your oldest Jere-Me, Jere-Me.
I'm your middlest Jere-Me, smack dab in the middle, Jere-Me.
And I'm your sweet baby Jere-Me 30 under 30 Media Luminous Studios luminary Jere-Me.
It's just a little baby Jere-Me.
I'm a small Jere-Me.
A little baby Jere-Me, just a little one.
Real little.
A little Jere-Me.
I'm just a really small Jere-Me.
Alright, Jere-Me, stop using that
They
voice.
keep getting smaller.
Wait,
Oh no, I'm a really tiny Jere-Me.
where'd Jere-Me go?
Into the abyss.
Oh, she's too tiny. Oh no. She's getting quieter. I can't hear her anymore.
I'm just joking around. I'm a normal sized Jere-Me.
Just a regular kind of Jere-Me.
I'm just joshing you. I'm not
You're
joshing
what?
you. I am
No,
Jere-Me-ing you.
Not today. Josh Day is April 14th, not April 1st.
Get it right, Jere-Me.
So sorry. I'll do better,
Unbelievable.
Jere-Me, I promise.
So it's been a while since we've done an episode of My Jere-Me, and Jere-Me, but I want you guys to know that even though it feels like it's been a long time, this is a full-time job for all of us.
It honestly is.
It has taken a whole year to get to where we are today. Like, we do have an entire staff of Jere-Me's writing, doing research, finding the right questions.
I mean, you can think of it this way. Jere-Me Day never really ends for us because
Not for
we're
us.
working 9 to 5 every single day, 365 days a year. I tried to take some vacation days and a Jere-Me showed up at my house with a gun. So I have been working on this podcast episode for 365 days, and I don't remember the last time I slept.
It's kind of like a Jeremy Claus type of job.
Yeah, it takes several months to do the research to find the right questions and really, thoroughly answer them. The writing process goes through so many drafts.
There's
Like,
death threats.
This is I think this might be the 20th take we've done, but even after we finish this take, it's going to take a lot of time to splice all the best bits from all the ones in the editing process.
I spent months just to script this intro.
Right.
We always formulate this so it will come out as best as possible for all the you Jeremies.
You don't get this level of quality by just doing it 3 days before the episode comes out. This is an annual thing, This is a full year-round project.
You don't get this quality by joshing. You got a Jere-Me.
You
Really got a Jere-Me.
You really
You
do.
really got a Jere-Me. Hey, Jere-Me,
What's up?
other Jere-Me.
Yes. I hate you. We've already done it. We've already messed it up.
I just wanted to give you props to the small Jere-Me joke. I know we wrote that back in August, but it still holds up today, I think.
I still really like it. I mean, I did have to surgically alter my vocal cords to
Yeah, I was
get
really
it in the
impressed
middle,
with that.
but
I
in
was,
editing, I think it'll come through.
I was
I think
really
so, too.
worried when you brought that to the drawing board, but you seemed really you knew what you were doing.
Remember when you
Clearly.
pitched that to the fucking the Council of Jeremies who oversee the scripts?
The Grand Jere-Me
Yeah.
Council, yeah.
The Grand Jere-Me Council. Man, they were all kind of skeptical a little bit, but I think that they're going to be pretty pleasantly surprised when the episode comes out.
Yeah. So, what is the show about?
That's a good question. Hey, oldest Jere-Me, what's the show all about?
This is an advice show for Jeremies where they they come and ask us questions and we give them answers. And for some this is really important because with how Jere-Me Day works, this is some people's first days being fresh baby Jeremies, and we need to help get them on the right path, help them figure out what they're doing. And that's pretty much it. Pretty straightforward, I think.
Well, we should get into helping some Jeremys because we got a lot of questions here. A lot of young prospective Jeremys who need some
We
help
need
here.
to take these questions and turn them alchemy-like into Jere-Me.
Just into Jere-Me.
The collective.
Yeah. We've got stuff to do here.
All right, our first one is from JeremyOnly.com, expires in a week if anybody wants it. There's a deal if you want some, need a new site, I guess.
I actually messaged that Jere-Me and got the website, but we'll talk about
Did you
that
really?
later.
All right, cool.
I did.
All right. Anyway,
Paid $13
JeremyOnly.com
for it.
asks, Dear Jeremys, I've been dating my girlfriend for almost 3 years, and she's great in pretty much every way, except that she seeks out and collects thrift store clowns whenever possible. She's up to about a dozen now and keeps them on a special shelf in her bedroom facing her bed, each one a new and unique nightmare. I've stopped going to her house as much because I don't want to be in the same room as this dusty circus of horrors. How can I tell my girlfriend that I support all of her ambitions except for specifically this one?
Well, Jere-Me, I gotta say, that kind of sounds like the opposite of a problem to me.
Yeah, I'm a little confused as to why you don't support your girlfriend.
Yeah?
If I had a clown house or a clown room, I would only be in that clown room.
I mean, it's where you belong.
Okay.
This must be a new Jere-Me asking this question, because as we know, Jere-Me's universally love clowns of all formats.
Yeah, Jere-Me's clown around a lot. That's what they're known for. They
That's
love
like one of the
mimes,
motifs,
clowns,
is the love for clowns.
fools, jesters, other sort of synonyms for clown.
Oh yeah,
We're big clown folk here.
we are. Always have been.
Clownfolk does sound like the name of a playable character race in Jere-Me and Jeremy's.
The Jere-Me video game. So you've got a girlfriend with a clown shrine.
You have a
seems.
clown friend.
You have a clown
As we
friend.
all should have.
Yeah, CF. The problem here is, I mean, I guess what you could do is maybe ask if she could move move the clown shrine into its own specific designated clown shrine room. That way, if you're hanging out in her bedroom, you don't have to stare at the clowns, and there can also be, because I think the clowns also deserve that kind of space. You know, it's weird to just allocate one part of your room to clowns when they should have their own full. Like, clowns need room to juggle and stuff too. Anyway, you know.
That is valid, and that is fine, but also, as a Jere-Me needs to get used to the clowns. They need to be
Well, the
weaned
clowns aren't
in.
going away. That's for sure. They're not.
Yeah,
going away at
but
all.
having them in a different room, it's kind of like you're regressing out of Jere-Me state, I think.
Oh, so what you're suggesting is to be a Jere-Me, you have to face the clowns head on.
You do. Jere-Me's love clowns. That's
You have to learn
You
to
have
face
to.
your fools.
Your inner fool. That's the thing about Jere-Me's is we love to clown around, and so you can't just look at that part of yourself and hide from it. It's something you have to accept and embrace and love. And I think that when you learn to love the clown in you learn to love the clowns adorning your clown friend's entire bedroom.
That's really profound.
honestly.
I really want to get a giant clown poster and put it on my ceiling.
You don't have one already?
I mean, I could go to Amazon right now and Google clown poster and see what happens and sort of make the magic happen right now. That's what you want.
I mean, you should already have one.
I should.
I mean, I'm not judging, but
The first thing that autofills is clown poster scary.
That search was made by a coward.
honestly,
None of these clown posters make me
poster
smile
scary.
at all.
I don't want to hear it, okay?
what are you using? Bing?
What are you afraid of? Here, I think we should move on to the next question, honestly. Well, I mean, I guess, did we really answer this question? Because,
Yeah,
I mean,
deal
I don't
with
know.
it.
What do you think?
Face your fools. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
it's not the answer they were looking for, but like, if this, I mean, we could
You
like
hear it, my Jere-Me,
discuss.
my Jere-Me, and Jere-Me give you the answer you need as opposed to the answer you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's the thing. It's just that you can, if you need a stopgap measure you can ask your clown friend to move the clowns into another room and have a designated clown shrine room.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that if she has a heart or a brain, she will, in fairly short order, move her bed into that room so she can spend more time with the clowns.
Yeah, so she can sleep
Maybe
in the clown
also the
room.
front door.
Really, the problem is you need to be ready for when this happens.
I think what you should do is if you do ask her to move for clown stuff in the clown room, you should at least make sure to spend approximately 15 minutes a day in that clown room too to get used to the clowns. And then eventually either she'll move her bed into the clown room or you can ask her to move the clowns back when you're ready for the clowns. Cuz it does take, I think, of some time to really start appreciating and open up to clowns, but it is necessary, I think.
Absolutely. Dear Jeremy's, thank God you've opened your shelves up for questioning again. I've been in desperate need of help, and you're the only source I trust. So basically, and this is so embarrassing, I'm pinned beneath this giant rock, and it's only a matter of time until...
Well,
that... Well, I don't know if they're going to hear this one. We don't even know which Jeremy sent this one in.
It sounds
Yeah.
like Jere-Me pressed enter before finishing the question.
Yeah.
They're probably fine. They're fine.
It happens
I'm
to the best of us. So
I've been there.
you're pinned beneath a giant rock. That's the name of my autobiography.
sure. Between a rock and a hard rock.
So, Jeremy, what do we do if we're pinned under a rock?
I mean, I know what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's what would come naturally to everyone, but this is my instinct is immediately start gnawing your legs off.
Okay, pull a Happy Tree Friends kind of thing.
Now, it doesn't matter what part of my body is pinned under the giant boulder.
You're just gonna go for the leg.
What can I say? I have always wondered, and this is as good a chance as any.
To find out.
Yeah,
Whether you
don't
can
die
or
wondering,
cannot.
you know?
Yeah, I get you. It's like, oh no, my hand's pinned under, better get my leg, just...
Mm-hmm.
I can drive with that.
Now, I'm surprised that that's sort of the way you want to go, because I assumed that your answer is going to be you would get really little and get so small that you can just squeeze out easy.
Well, that's hard,
It
because,
seems like you're trying to tease me for something that you can't actually tease me about.
No, it's a good idea.
Is there maybe a specific thing that you're thinking of that involves a person shrinking down very small?
No, I just think it's a good idea. Like, if I'm crushed by a rock, what am I going to do? I'm going to get real tiny, and I'm going to squeeze out. That's what I
And you
would
don't
do.
have any other reasons why you, Jere-Me, might want to get really small and tiny.
Well, here's my qualm with
Big
this.
rock.
If you get small and tiny, like, would the rock just shift and crush you?
Well, that'd be rude. Honestly.
I think it would be worth it.
Be rude.
In that case, if you get really little and the rock's still gonna crush you, just eat your leg. Just gnaw your leg off.
Yeah. Best
You'll
of
be
both
fine.
worlds.
Best of both worlds. Now you're missing your leg and you're real tiny. It's a win-win.
It truly is. Jere-Me, do you have any advice for being pinned under a giant rock?
Yeah, you've been awfully quiet, Jere-Me, when it comes to giving advice on this advice show, Jere-Me. What would you do if you were under a rock really big?
You know, if I'm pinned under a rock, I just kind of roll it off.
Oh, just push it.
Yeah.
Oh. Just like push the rock off.
Yeah.
Yeah, just push the rock off a little bit.
I get you. Yeah, because if there's a rock on you, just like remove. Remove the rock.
Just take the rock off.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they taught me in school.
Yeah, because if the rock's on you, then you
want the rock to not be on you, you should
Yeah.
just take the rock off.
just take that rock off.
If you've gotten rocked on, you gotta rock off.
Yeah, when you've rocked on and you're like, I've been there, done that, tired of this, just get the rock off. Off, maybe.
Yeah.
Just get that rock off.
Just take the rock off.
Get your... And I think really this is... You're correct, but I think there's a deeper emotional truth to this sentiment. Because we all have rocks that we're pinned under, right? We all have something that's just keeping us down. And I think it's a good message for everyone to just go ahead and get your rocks off.
Honestly, you have to. And
Just come
that's
on the
something,
rock.
that's something I want to like bring some awareness to is we've been having some real issues with OSHA in the workplace here at the Jere-Me studio with everyone having rocks on them.
Right, so just get the rocks off.
Just
get
get your rocks off.
When Jere-Me says that we all have rocks on us, she does mean literally, we do have rocks on us.
Yeah.
There's a big rock literally on all of us right now. And what's going on is, well, Jere-Me, she's trying to bite her leg off. I'm trying to just get real little. And then Jere-Me over there is just
Living.
taking the rock off.
Jere-Me knows, I think. Jere-Me understands the struggle.
Yeah, Jere-Me gets it. Hey, Jere-Me,
Yes.
can we get a Yahoo?
Let's get a Yahoo.
I would love to give you a Yahoo.
Give us a Yahoo.
Yahoo.
All right. Let's see. I have a Yahoo here. This one's sent in by Jeremy Shepard.
Okay.
And the Yahoo user is anonymous. I'm going to call them Jere-Me. And Jere-Me asks, how to collect Pokemon in real life?
Hey, how do you collect Pokemon in real life?
Go grab one. That's how
I
everyone.
guess
But
just
how do you
grab one.
collect a Pokemon in real life?
This isn't your Pokemon Go. This isn't your Nintendo dual screen. This
No,
is
yeah,
a
you
real
just-
life.
You just go out and grab one.
Let's go take one. Like if just okay. So if I'm walking on the street and I see Electabuzz just there, I just grab him.
Pretty much. Or
What
like,
other choice do you have?
Like
There's
if
some
I'm on the
weird-
sidewalk and I'm walking down the street and I'm just there, and then there's my friend Electabuzz is next to me. I can just he waves hi and says hi. I'm Electabuzz. I grab the guy. I nab him.
Yeah, and it's weird because there's like also a bunch that haven't been really officially listed off yet. Like there's this one that's in my vents right now that I've collected recently, and some people around here have been calling it a possum, and we nicknamed it Fran. And like, I didn't even have to go through the effort. I have it. It just showed up.
Yeah, that one's already just there for you.
Yeah.
It's just your little treat. Okay.
That's
But-
your personal pocket monster.
Yeah. I guess that's the big thing. Is the really hardest part about getting a Pokemon in real life is how can you fit the little guy in your pocket?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm out here, I'm in the water, I'm in the ocean, and I see Gyarados. I see Gyarados here. I see Gyarados, and I'm swimming around. It's really big, and I'm like, I want to put this big guy in my pocket, but my pocket's so tiny.
You just shrink it down.
Yeah,
So-
can you use the same power that shrinks you down and use it to shrink down the Gyarados?
So I take
mean-
the Gyarados and I make it really little
Yeah.
Is there a way to do that?
to make it little.
Yeah, if
I'm
you're an
interested in
amateur.
this technology if there's truly a way
It's not
to
technology.
just make it really small.
So you've got a Wishy-Washy and a Wailord, and they're both very big guys, and you just want to make them really little and put them in your pocket. And make
Yeah,
them
it's
tiny.
not a matter of
Wishy-washy.
technology. It's a matter of ambition.
Okay, it's a matter. So what
You have
you
to
so
will
here
it
you are. You're trying to collect
into your
Pokemon in
pocket.
real life, and you're walking down the street, and you see Electabuzz, and you see Electivire, and you see Chimchar, and they give you a high five, and they give you a little like peace sign or something, and you're like, "Wow, you're so cool!" And you grab Chimchar by the arm, and you concentrate and use your willpower, and you make him really small, and you fit him in your back pocket.
Yeah.
But don't sit down because then you'll hurt him.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you can do that.
I mean, that sounds like a pretty good solution if that's truly... I mean, modern technology is incredible.
It really is.
So
Yeah.
I can't say for certain what is or isn't possible exactly. But if what you say is true, then we have some new horizons that have opened up to us that I think we should explore.
Yeah, so I guess if this is real life and you're out here in the real world and you just see a Leafeon, you just go grab it and put
You
it
just
in your...
get it.
You just get it.
You also got to get creative. Like there are new frontiers that we haven't explored or have seen before.
Right. Like you said,
Like,
the possum.
yeah, the
You can
possum.
get like a dolphin.
I haven't heard about the dolphin yet. Where's
It's
that
like
about?
a wet one. It's like a little wet guy.
I can't keep track of all of these monsters, honestly.
There are
I've
a
heard
lot
there's
of them.
150, maybe even more to see to be a Pokemon master.
There's definitely.
Do you want to read another question, Jeremy?
Let's get another question. Dear Jeremy's, is cereal a soup? Or are cereals a crunchy snack and milk the fluid condiment? Thanks, Captain Kunk 616. Weird name.
Yeah, I don't know.
Weird-
I don't know. What
Yeah,
comes
really
but I
weird
don't
name.
Like it.
I guess that's Jeremy's username. I
Yeah.
hear that people sometimes use those instead of their real God-given name, which is Jere-Me.
Yeah, the real Jeremy given name.
I'm not sure why. I haven't figured out why, but it is some people do that.
But they do have a really good question that I think we should.
It is a good
should
question,
come to
and
our
I
attention,
think
and
here's
is
my
cereal a
take
soup?
on this. Cereal is not quite a soup, but rather a sandwich where the milk
Okay.
is like So we got like because we got the cereal and then we got the milk, which kind of acts as like the bread to like contain the cereal, right?
Yeah, okay.
You're
Sure.
telling me
You can just
that
say
the
this.
part. Okay, there's two parts to cereal, right? There is a grain-based cereal
Yeah.
part and a dairy-based milk part. And you're telling me the part of the cereal that acts as the bread in the sandwich is the milk part.
Everything's
My
metaphors.
favorite thing about sandwiches is I have a bowl and I just throw a bunch of yeast and stuff in there and I bake it, and then I sort of just toss a bunch of fucking little greens or little cheese, just sort of like lumps, just sort of in this big liquid bread that I have. What are you talking about?
It's an advanced sandwich.
It's a level 2 sandwich.
It's a level 2 sandwich.
This is sandwich if you made the difficulty like on this is a sandwich hard mode where you need a spoon to consume your sandwich.
I mean, it is a truly difficult concept that you presented me with. I am challenged.
That's your
It's
problem.
not my favorite thing you said, Jeremy, that's for sure.
I think I might have to break with tradition on this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I might have to break with the opinion of my co-host Jere-Me here.
Uh-oh.
Well, let me double check the name of this question asker, Captain Kunk 616. This one isn't a good question. That was a bad question that you've asked. Okay?
Oh no.
I think-
Don't say that. Don't say this.
So it's not a soup, it's not a crunchy snack, it's not a sandwich. What is cereal then?
Oh, it's a cereal.
It's a sandwich.
Can you please give us like a Yahoo or something?
I
maybe,
promise
so we
you,
can-
I can go around with you. I can go around with
Jere-Me.
you for hours on this.
Please give
That
us a
is
Yahoo,
not a
Jere-Me.
joke.
I have a Yahoo that we can really think about.
Sink our Jares into.
It is with that Yahoo.
All right, this Yahoo is sent in by Yahoo Jere-Me Shepherd. Thank you, Jere-Me. And it's by Yahoo Answers user Anonymous, so I'm just gonna call him Jere-Me. And Jere-Me asks, "I'm a born-again Christian and bought a Ouija board. Am I in trouble?" I'm a born-again Christian and bought a Ouija board for Halloween decor. I am not going to play one, as in the past I had owned one and played it, and all of this psychotic stuff happened in the house. This new Ouija board, I only plan on using it for decoration in a Halloween theme setting. I am nervous and uneasy receiving this board, as I might release something in the house. What are your suggestions?
Well, you own it now. You can't get rid of it. That's just kind of the number one rule.
You're a born-again Christian, though, is the thing you need to consider, Jeremy. Is that this Jeremy is a born-again Christian, so even if they do own the Ouija board, should they have the Ouija board? Are they in trouble?
Well, here's what you do.
They're born-again Christian, Jeremy.
Well, here's what you do, because there's only one person you can ask, and that is the big man in the sky, Jere-Me. And the way the way you do this,
with you so far,
you get your Christian J, as we all know. You get the J.
Yeah, JC, Jere-Me Christian.
Yeah, Jere-Me Christian. You get your special crossed J, and instead of using that little like thing that looks like a pick, like a guitar pick on the Ouija board, you got to use the crossed J.
The planchette.
Yeah, the whatever that is.
Okay, come on, Jeremy.
And
you should know this, Jeremy.
And you use that crossed J to just talk to big man Jere-Me himself and hope for the best. Confess your mistake.
So, wait. Did you say? Now listen. Did you say like instead of a planchette use a cross?
Yeah, crossed J.
Okay.
You know,
and then just do the Ouija board with the cross. This the holy symbol. I guess that really is the only way a born-again Christian can interact with a Ouija board is using the holy power of the
holy J,
the cross, and the holy symbol.
Yeah, the holy J cross upon which Jere-Me Christian.
It's really weird because if you turn the cross J upside down, it kind of looks like an F.
The funny thing is when you use the Jere-Me cross, the holy Jere-Me, the holy cross of J on a Ouija board, all you get is the ghost does just say the phrase "am Jere-Me" over and over again.
To be fair, I am Jere-Me, so it makes sense.
It does make sense.
It does. That is what Jere-Me says.
You know, I did try to communicate with one once, and it asked me guess what, and I asked what, and it kind of like it just said chicken butt. It didn't really make much sense. I think the big J is a little, I couldn't really decipher it.
I don't get that. What does that mean? It's really scary. That's really
scary. It is. I'm kind of worried.
Really afraid.
I think it's a punishment.
I am sore afraid.
What you have to do, Jere-Me, is I know you're a born-again Christian, so if you just use the golden Christian Jere-Me cross when interacting with your Ouija board, just throw away the planchette. You don't need that anymore. Even if it's Halloween decoration, you still probably should use it with the holy cross symbol. The holy J.
Holy J.
Is it a J shape? Is that what we're saying?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You use the holy J symbol.
Upside down F.
You throw the planchette away, and then you use it, and then it's gonna take all the bad ghosts out of your Ouija board. It's gonna put in a bunch of Jere-Me's in it. And then once you've replaced the scary bad ghosts in the Ouija board with the Jere-Me's, then you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be right as rain because you're gonna have Jere-Me's there, and
that's what you want. That's what we all want. Is
really
Jere-Me's.
That's really all we want and all we need, I think.
That's all I need.
I do have more yahoos.
I enjoy some yahoos.
I'll take a yahoo.
I'm carrying around all these yahoos in a giant bag.
Oh, yoo-hoo! I got a bundle of yahoos.
It's kind of heavy. I have to carry this sack around all the time.
Yeah, lighten the load a little bit. Take a question out and just share it.
This one just reminded me the question that we were having being, really spiritual.
Yeah.
This Yahoo was sent in by Jeremy Grimes. Thank you, Jere-Me.
Mm-hmm.
It's from Yahoo Answers user. Sorry, something has gone wrong. I'm going to call them Jere-Me. And Jere-Me asks, meaning of Jere-Me? I don't really get the meaning of Jere-Me. Was Jere-Me real?
Well, first of all, yes. There's historical documents that prove that Jere-Me was, in fact, real.
Yeah.
But what does Jere-Me mean? Because that's a really personal question for a lot of different people, I feel.
I don't really get the meaning of Jere-Me, if I'm perfectly honest.
You don't get the meaning of Jere-Me. I mean, the thing about the meaning of Jere-Me is it's gonna be different for you and me. Like, we're all Jere-Mes, but the way we interpret the word of Jere-Me is gonna be a little bit different, but that's sort of what makes our personal relationship with Jere-Me different and special, I think. Does that make sense?
No, I get you. I feel you on Jere-Me, and I feel Jere-Me, as we all do.
Yeah, Jeremy's in this house tonight, for sure.
Jeremy's in every house. He's in us all.
Mm-hmm.
We are, and
He's
we are him.
certainly in me.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I'm struggling because I don't really get the meaning of Jere-Me, and I want to know. I mean, Jere-Me is real. I'm getting strong Jere-Me vibes. Jere-Me is real.
Listen, I've done the Ouija board thing. I've talked to Jere-Me before. I know Jere-Me is real, but what does Jere-Me mean?
What does Jere-Me mean?
I've written on my wall the word Jere-Me over and over again, and I've got a cork board with just a bunch of strings connecting to Jere-Me. What does Jere-Me mean?
I think Jere-Me is just this.
Uh-huh.
This, what we're doing. What we stand for.
This act. Are we?
It's an act of being, I think.
Are we Jere-Me? Is our giving advice to young Jere-Me's in need, is that Jere-Me?
I think that's a part of Jere-Me. I think there's a lot of components and concepts that, like, I don't think there's a straightforward answer. We're not gonna, like.
The one thing I know is that we shouldn't make a podcast about what is Jere-Me, because we've done that with Christmas already.
And it took us a while to figure that one out.
I still don't really understand what Christmas is.
Yeah, honestly, it's still
I want to float an idea to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna be vulnerable for a second.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I've struggled with Jere-Me in the past.
Oh my god.
Because my faith in Jere-Me was, I think, understandably shaken by some events. And so sometimes I really wonder, was Jere-Me real? But I think I've come to a new place in my life, and I can comfortably say Jere-Me was real, and indeed the real Jere-Me, I think, were the friends that we made along the way.
I knew that was gonna happen, but I still think it's
I
great
agree.
that you said it.
That's very sentimental,
I think you're
and
right, that's really sweet.
It is.
Hey, I think that, listen, now we know that Jere-Me is in our hearts, and Jere-Me is the friendship we made along the way, but sometimes friendship isn't going to cut it in this economy. In this economy, sometimes friendship isn't going to cut it. So I think we should take ourselves to the money, Jere-Me.
Oh, the money, Jere-Me.
Let's do the money, Jere-Me.
So today's sponsor, My Jere-Me, and Jere-Me is brought to you by Luminous Studios, a podcast network full of a lot of great content. And that's the whole truth, baby.
And nothing but the truth.
Nothing but the truth. Amen.
Amen.
Well, good sponsorship. Luminous Studios is a podcast network where you can find my Jere-Me, and Jere-Me. You can find it on the Cast Quest Cast feed, but that's neither here nor there. It's a podcast network that a couple of crazy Jere-Me started, several years ago. Years?
Yeah.
Years.
Plural? Several
This
years
is
ago.
This is the third year of this, at least.
They have a lot of really fun shows, like Cast Food and The Curtain Cast, and other ones with the word cast in it, like Podcast 2 and Cast Quest Cast. That's kind of the motif they have for most of their podcasts. Is the cast is definitely
they're kind of podcast themed, I would say.
Yeah,
it's charming.
It's quaint. It is a podcast network, so there's a lot of podcasts. I mean, it's a lot of like a like your cultural critique podcast. I mean, a lot of culture fun, based podcasts, but a lot of just kind of, goofy meme podcasts. There's a couple fun one D&D podcast. The Critical Creation is a real good one. A lot of people who are part of that network are college students and very busy with their time. But when they do make episodes and do make content, it's usually pretty good and pretty funny and entertaining. And I'm glad that Majim Jam is a part of that podcast family.
I mean, I feel like I don't think there's really a reason to be modest. I think Luminous Studios exists for Majim Jam.
Yeah, that's honestly true.
All this other stuff is just kind of there to like.
We put Luminous Studios on the goddamn map. Majim Jam
on
did.
the podcast map.
It takes so much work to get an episode out of Majim Jam. You see how it takes a year every time. We need something to like fill in the space.
Yeah, the rest of the shows are just gaps for Majim Jam.
Really, if I could just sort of part the kimono here, get you a little backstage look. The reason we say that we're all in college, and that's technically true. We are all enrolled in college, the College of Jere-Me, because every single one of us on the podcast network work on this show 24/7, 365.
Yeah, the rest of the shows are like just sort of like
they're accidents, I think.
They're kind of fodder. A lot of them like exists as like workshopping for goofs that are gonna go into my Jeremy, and Jeremy's next episode. Right. But you can find out more about it by going to the podcast.zone and listening to some of the episodes of the shows on there. We also have a couple of Jerobotrons today. The first one, I guess I'll read this one. It says, "Dear Carlos, I love how humorous you are. I know I act like a numbskull sometimes, but I'm dead serious right now. I really love and appreciate you and how lively you make my days. You never fail to lift my spirits, honestly. I hope life holds nothing but the best for you in the future, and I thank you for all your support. May the rest of your life be a 5-star meal. Bon appetit," from Tatsu, which is just a real genuinely sweet message from one probably Jere-Me. It says Tatsu, but I'm guessing it's Jere-Me. To another probably Jere-Me. It says Carlos, but I'm guessing also probably
yeah. I'm pretty sure that those are just typos.
But it's just a really just genuinely sweet message. Does anybody else want to go to the next Jerobotrón?
I can do this next Jerobotrón.
It's just a fun shout out, I think.
This one is to Jere-Me.
I'm assuming from Jere-Me too.
It's from Jere-Me. And this Jerobotrón says, and that's for Jere-Me.
That's a really good Jere-Me call.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a maiden call for Jere-Me. That is canon.
All right, this Jerobotrón is to the little man from me. Not me, but from me, that me. Release top kek unto me.
Oh, powerful.
It's really powerful.
Maybe even dangerous to hear those words be said by you, Jere-Me. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna leave that in, I think.
It sounds like we might be having some slight technical Jeremies in this episode.
There's one last question. One last Jerobotrón. Who wants to read this one?
I think Jere-Me should read this.
All right, yeah, go for it, Jere-Me.
All right. This one is to Lucy, and it's from Jere-Me. And it says, "Shout out to Lucy for letting me know that there's someone named Hauser in the Tetris community, and also for being such a sassy, rambunctious, beautiful lass." And that's also just another really sweet message from one Jere-Me to another.
Yeah,
that is really sweet, but why?
A typo.
Yeah, Lucy was a typo, but I'm pretty sure Lucy was a typo, but I'm pretty sure Hauser wasn't.
That's not a very Jere-Me name.
Honestly.
It isn't a very Jere-Me name, but it's not a terribly... I'm not sure that's a human's name at all in the first place. So
it
I
is
think
very
we're
Jere-Me,
safe
yeah.
on this one.
Do you find yourself stagnated, not going anywhere? Need to freshen things up? Do you find that the things in your life are in need of a revamp, perhaps even a sequel? Then listen to the newest podcast in the Luminous Studios network, Podcast 2. Podcast 2 is a podcast dedicated to coming up with the sequels to everything and anything. Come enjoy boisterous japes, fantastical tales, and riveting discussions. Don't believe me? Here are some testimonials.
After listening to Podcast 2, I was stronger, smarter, and more virile than ever before.
Listening to Podcast 2 cured my ulcer and has granted me the vigor and strength of 10 non-listeners.
Podcast 2 has unburdened me from the weight of my human teeth.
If it weren't for Podcast 2, I would still be with Papa out in Appalachia, farming fiddlehead ferns. Thank you, Podcast 2.
Listen to Podcast 2 on Luminous Studios or wherever you get your fill of podcasts. And remember, a day without a sequel is a day wasted.
Yar! Riddle me timbers!
Oh.
It's me,
right.
Jere-Me the Pirate. This is a bit
Pirate
everyone
Jere-Me.
loves. It's me, Pirate Jere-Me, and I've got a riddle for you.
What's that riddle, mate?
Lay it on us. Pirate
With,
Jere-Me.
with pen to pad, I take 6 steps, starting from hooked glyph and ending with uncertainty. On this auspicious day, I am all you need. What am I?
Jere-Me.
Well, you got it in one. The answer was Jere-Me.
Was it really?
With pen to pad, take 6 steps with 6 letters. Hooked glyph is the J. Ending in uncertainty is the Y. On this day, it's all you need. The answer is Jere-Me.
Yeah?
Blind guess.
Well, that has been another good Riddle Me Timbers bit. We got it. Got it in one.
That's, yeah? Uh-huh.
Do you have another question for us, Jere-Me? Or you think
Yeah,
I'd like
Jere-Me,
to-
hit us with a question, I think.
Let me pull up another question for us. Dear Jere-Me's, in this era of late capitalism, we all know how important brands are for product longevity. We all have to worry about our engagement rate and CTR and all that. So here's the question. How do we create more or better marketing buzz about bees?
How do we sell bees?
That is from Jere-Me.
Thanks, Jere-Me.
Bees need some more buzz, is the problem.
We gotta get the buzz around the bees, yeah.
Listen, we get the bugs, we get the bees. I don't know why I call them bugs. Bees aren't bugs, as we all know.
Yeah, they're bees.
We need to get the bees better knees, bigger knees, more
Bigger
human
knees.
knees.
More knees.
Because the
More
thing is
knees.
that the phrase "the bee's knees" is like, oh, because they're so small and fragile. We gotta give them real buff knees.
Yeah.
What's so shocking to me is that bees invented buzz, but now they need more buzz, and it's like,
It's a cycle almost.
am I right?
Isn't that kind of how capitalism works, though?
Yeah,
You make
yeah, it's
something
like-
good, and then you just gotta keep making more of it until you die?
Yeah, because everybody's like, this is the
Pretty
best
much.
invention since sliced bread, but sliced bread kind of sucks at this point.
I'm sick of sliced bread. I want to try something else.
I'm sick and tired of this sliced bread stuff. I want bees, baby.
I want
I want bees in my bread.
Give us the goddamn bees. Come on, I know you got the bees.
I have an idea for how to improve the bee engagement rate.
Okay.
How do we get people talking about bees? How do we get people to remember?
That's what I'm saying. We give them big human knees.
No, I hear
It's
that,
grotesque.
and I'm on board. I have
Everyone's-
another
Look,
idea.
listen, it's like the Sonic movie. You give Sonic these gross human proportions,
and people are talking
everyone's
about
on
them a
it.
lot. Yeah,
That was so much engagement. We do that treatment.
I've heard a lot of people talking about the new Sonic the Hedgehog. That is true.
Yeah. See, if you humanize a bee, sorry, bees aren't bugs.
Give them the big old sexy legs. Yeah, humanize them.
Like, it'll be,
These
people are
already
going to
have
hate
really
it, but
sexy
everyone's
legs.
going to be talking about it. But they can be sexier.
They can be sexier by adding human knees. I'm on board, Jere-Me. But
Yes.
I have another idea which would require slightly less genetic engineering.
Okay.
Lay it on us.
So I'm coming at this from the direction of branding.
Okay.
We know about bees, and we love bees. Bees are good, but people don't talk about bees because bees don't really enter into the public discussion very often.
Right, not a lot of...
And I think we could relate bees to something that everyone is talking about, that we all have personal experience with. It's a constant in our lives. What bees really need in order to get that buzz is just a name refresh. I like bees. It's short, it's snappy, but I'm craving a couple more syllables, so I'm thinking something like Jere-Bees.
Okay. Because, like, yeah, like when you say bee, I can
like
bee, snap, snap, snap.
Bam, bam,
But
blah,
it just, it goes by so fast, though, you know? Like, you hear bee, you hear bee again.
Yeah.
It's just like, I want a name that stays with you. Like,
yeah,
when you
and
start...
if we expand the name of bees to Jere-Bees, that's 2 more syllables. And so the word lasts 3 times as long.
Yeah.
That's 3 times as much time that people are spending talking about Jere-Bees.
When I want to talk about Jere-Bees, I want to commit to it. When you're about to say the word Jere-Bee, you've got to commit for 3 whole syllables, and that's more bee airtime. You know, that's
we need
much
people
more
to
air for
commit
bees.
to Jere-Bees, to be loyal to Jere-Bees. We need people to propose to Jere-Bees and live their entire lives in service of Jere-Bees.
Exactly. And like, if just also look at the construct of the name too. Bee, when I hear bee, I think like a goon. There's like a million of them. There's insignificant. They're,
just a fucking
you know,
bee.
each one's just, yeah. You hear Jere-Bee, that's like the boss. That's the queen bee.
Ooh,
Jere-Bee is the name of power. It's proper too.
I like what Jere-Me said. I want a bee that you can marry. I think that Jere-Bee with the Jere-Bee knees is a bee that you can marry.
I want a bee that kisses back.
I want a bee I can smooch at the podium and then, you know, till death do us part, you know?
I mean, Jere-Me, I want you to know I'm still on board. Human knees, great idea.
Gotta have
I also want human lips.
Okay.
Hey, no, I think I've decided that we don't need bees.
Thank God. Back to the drawing board with bees. Human knees? Yeah, gotta have them.
Come on,
Human
Holy
lips?
Jay.
Gonna smooch.
Just
Gonna
don't-
smooch the Jere-Bees. God, take this one back. Take these bees back. And don't
I'm
sorry, I
these
can't-
Jere-Bees back in the oven.
don't bring them back until I hear
I
that
cannot
goddamn
commit to
ding,
this
and
gag.
they come back
we need
with
to
knees
stop this.
and lips.
We need to stop this bit. We need to stop this bit. There's these are receipts.
I can I've got a Yahoo.
Please.
That might be able to
Let's move.
stop this bit.
Protect us from the bee bit. Yeah, all right.
If
What's your
you-
Yahoo?
Want it.
Oh my god.
Whew. I have a Yahoo here.
I laid down the foundation for something awful. God. Let's hear this Yahoo.
This Yahoo is sent in by Jere-Me. And it I didn't just edit a syllable out of the text on our document that says who sent it in. This one was sent in by Jere-Me. Thank you, Jere-Me. And it's from Yahoo Answers user Sorry, something has gone wrong. I'm gonna call them Jere-Me. And Jere-Me asks, what? How do person win Minecraft? I live in England. Also, I need some diamonds in Minecraft. How, though, do I get them? I did my best to translate the erratic capitalization in this question, but I'll read it again just in case it wasn't clear. What? How do person win Minecraft? I live in England. Also, I need some diamonds in Minecraft. How, though, do I get them?
All right, Jere-Me, listen, I don't know how they do things across the pond, but over here in the United States with Minecraft, we dig straight down for diamonds.
That's the only thing you do.
What you're gonna want to do is there's a couple things you gotta do. Punch a tree, get wood, get some stone, make a pickaxe with your wood, get stone, make a pickaxe out of stone, and just dig straight down, and you're gonna find diamonds, or you're gonna die trying.
See, that method, it works pretty well for efficiency, but when I play Minecraft, I usually speed run so that I can win as quickly as possible.
You gotta win Minecraft.
I want to win fast.
If you're not playing to win Minecraft, then what are you playing Minecraft for?
Yeah. So instead of going through all of the steps of the tech tree in order to dig stone, actually the first thing I do, I open up Minecraft, I go to settings, and I go to controls, and I unbind the walk forward, walk backward, and strafe left and right so that the WASD keys don't do anything. And then I start up a Minecraft world, I use my mouse, and I just point it straight down, and I start clicking.
And then you're good to go.
I mean, let's cut out the middleman, am I right?
Yeah, right. But does that work in England? Because they do live in England?
How far away is England?
It's not that far, but like, do they have WASD, or do they have like...
They must have some sort of equivalent.
I'm just, maybe they have to dig straight up?
I think that's probably right.
We should ask our UK friend, Jere-Me.
Yeah, hey Jere-Me. Hey, British Jere-Me. Hello, it's me.
Hello.
I'm English Jere-Me.
Hey, English Jere-Me, it's good to have you on the show again.
Hi, chip, period.
Chip. Yeah, chip to you too, English Jere-Me, British Jere-Me. I have a question from another person from the Queen's country.
All right.
And this person... What was that?
Just give it a go.
Yeah. This person really needs to know, how do person win Minecraft? How is the Minecraft over there in England, British Jere-Me?
You fucking dig straight up, mate. Just dig up. Get rid of your double key. Just go dig up.
Go dig up.
Get some diamonds in no time.
So you get diamonds by digging up?
Yeah, you just dig up. Go up. And then
that sounds pretty good.
England's like on the other side of the world, so like you'd have to dig up, right?
Tea time. I'll go. It's been fun.
All right, thank you so much, British Jere-Me.
Goodbye.
Have fun with your tea.
Was that British Jere-Me?
I think that might have been Australian Jere-Me.
He's just lying about me.
I think maybe Australian Jere-Me got confused. It's very early in the morning there.
Yeah, it must be real tired.
Yeah. Before we move on, I think that conclusively answered it, but I do want to share the best answer as chosen by Yahoo Answers for this question. Which does say, "Shut up, you big dumb idiot Gerland," with like 7 exclamation points.
Hey, I just want to personally apologize for British Jeremy's kind of not really good accent.
I mean, Australian Jere-Me sounded pretty authentic. The problem is that he thinks he's British Jere-Me.
Oh,
Listen.
Jeremy.
I got not in the call right now, but on the side right now in those dank PMs, I do have the actual British Jere-Me here to answer a question for us.
Did you PM British Jere-Me?
I did PM British Jere-Me.
Did British Jere-Me respond to you?
I'm asking, this is for the podcast, the big one, you know, the Jere-Me podcast.
Mm-hmm.
In the UK, what do you guys have instead of WASD?
God damn it, Jere-Me.
She says WASD. I'm saying the keys. WASND. The walking ones.
The wibbly wobbly ones. Yeah.
She's saying they have WASD, but I'm not sure if I believe that. Do you?
All right,
we
we can't trust this, Jere-Me. We gotta move on. We cannot trust this, Jere-Me.
The Council of Jere-Me
Oh no.
has decided
Oh no.
this is a lie.
Are you okay, Jere-Me?
I want to eat
Food?
I want to eat
Food?
That's right. It's everyone's favorite podcast within a podcast. Eat food.
No. What have I done?
And this is the part of the show where I tell you about the most interesting and useful food news, and I get it straight from the source, being myself who ate the food.
Okay. Tell us about the food.
Today, I ate some flamin' hot nacho Doritos.
Okay. How were they?
They were pretty spicy.
That's good.
The taste was okay. They were just like they were pretty spicy.
Did that kind of like overtake the rest of the flavor or something?
I mean, a little bit. The issue, I didn't have really much of an issue with the flavor. It was mostly just like how much I cried while eating them.
Right. Kind of like they were like a hot, like a kind of like they were like a bell pepper or something.
They were just like, I don't know if you, Jere-Me, or you, Jere-Me, have ever watched it, but I felt almost like I was on an episode of Bell Pepper Gaming.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Where they eat the really hot bell peppers and talk about video games.
The bell peppers on that show, they're just
Oof,
and I felt like I don't know. It feels like I'm being smelted in a furnace of Minecraft, you know?
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense.
But yeah, they were okay. I'd say if you like spicy foods and Doritos and Flamin' Hot, if you like Doritos, they're okay.
I'm really glad we did this podcast, Eat Food, within the podcast. My Jere-Me, and Jere-Me.
The podcast is over now. It's done.
everybody's favorite bit is
Eat
Eat Food. Yeah,
Yep.
It's really good. Hey, Jere-Me, do you have another question for us?
All right, this next Jere-Me. It is from Jere-Me, and it says, Dear Jere-Mes, what should I do if I have been bit by a fellow Jere-Me?
Now,
that's just part of the process, my friend.
I feel like if you're not a Jere-Me, then you're gonna be one real soon. But if you're bitten by a Jere-Me and you are a Jere-Me, you're a Jere-Me energy, and their Jere-Me like genes getting in your blood are gonna cancel each other out, and you're just gonna stay a Jere-Me. Like your sort of Jere-Me antibodies and their sort of Jere-Me bodies are just
Jere-Me bodies, yeah.
Yeah, just gonna kind of mesh and hold hands in there. Like their germs and your blood are just gonna like hug it out, and you're just gonna stay a happy, healthy Jere-Me. I'm pretty sure, right? Isn't that how that works?
Biting is normal in the early stages of Jere-Me development.
Right. They're getting their adult teeth in. Their Jere-Me teeth.
And they're gonna be a little rambunctious. New Jere-Mes, can be difficult to control, difficult to train. But I think you'll find in the end it's worth it. Just stick with it. Don't get discouraged.
You keep your chin up. You'll be fine.
Or down.
Or down. Yeah, really. I mean,
or down.
Keep your chin where you feel most comfortable having your chin. And your Jere-Me is gonna nibble it a little bit, but then you'll be fine. And you'll be fine. That's normal.
It'll be fine. It's okay.
Do you have a Yahoo?
I do have a Yahoo.
Because I think we could use a Yahoo or two.
I have a Yahoo, and I'd love to share it with you.
Oh, thank you.
This Yahoo is sent in by Jere-Me Shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you, Jere-Me Shepherd. It is by Yahoo Answers user Anonymous, so I'll just call them Jere-Me.
What did Jere-Me say?
Jere-Me asks, do angels have unlimited physical powers? 2 angels were strong enough to move the heavy boulder from the mouth of the cave so that Jere-Me could resurrect, it says.
Do angels have unlimited physical power?
Do angels have unlimited physical powers?
Is there a limit to what could an angel create a Jere-Me so big that even they couldn't lift it? Is there a limit to the raw physical power of an angel?
Honestly, this question, it's pretty open and it's a yes or no question. The answer is obviously yes, angels do have unlimited physical powers. But the real thing that I want us to dig into here...
Can they stop Jere-Me?
Can they stop Jere-Me? What sorts of powers do angels have?
What's their power source?
Do angels have the power to stop Jere-Me?
Oof. Well, they have unlimited physical powers, but does Jere-Me's power cross the barrier between physical and sort of mental and spiritual?
The question that I have about this scenario is angels have unlimited physical powers, but what happens if they try to interact with an unmovable Jere-Me?
An unstoppable angel meets an immovable Jere-Me. The question we've all that's a hypothetical scenario you get in like basic like philosophy intro courses.
Yeah.
Right. Because like angels do have unlimited physical power. We've got that. But Jere-Me's
they have unlimited Jere-Me.
Yeah, there's not much a Jere-Me can't do.
Right.
Yeah, and angels, the physical powers, it is bound to the physical. And I want to expand on this just because I took a theology course recently, so I know about angels.
Yeah, big muscles.
2 angels were strong enough to move the heavy boulder from the mouth of the cave so that Jere-Me could resurrect. I want to expand on this. It does specifically say 2 angels in the good book. But in terms of physical powers, we do know that angels have unlimited physical powers. And the question that a lot of, freshman religious studies majors have whenever they figure this out, whenever they find this out, is, well, if angels have unlimited physical powers, why didn't they just need 1 angel to move the heavy boulder? And the answer to that, just clearing things up if there's any confusion in the audience, it's because angels don't have unlimited emotional powers, and they always travel in pairs for support.
This is my support, raw, unlimited physical, powerful angel.
The angels need each other emotionally. And I think that's relevant because Jere-Me is a very solitary being. There's no one else on Earth that's like Jere-Me, even though we are all created in Jere-Me's image.
Right.
And in Jere-Me's name, because we're all named Jere-Me.
Yeah, of course.
So, like, emotionally, Jere-Me, clear winner. But physically, angels do have unlimited physical powers.
Oh, we cannot stress that enough, I think. Well, I mean, I guess as far as questions answered go, we answered the question a while ago.
Do you want, like, a different Yahoo?
Yeah, I say we move on since we definitively answered this question. The answer is, of course, yes, they do have unlimited physical powers. And I think that our big Jere-Me brains can be better served answering another question now.
Yeah, I have a Yahoo here that was sent in by Jere-Me. And this is in the Yahoo Answers categories of pregnancy and parenting and newborn and baby.
Okay, so it's going to be about parenting and babies, of course.
Yeah, and pregnancy and you know. And it's by Yahoo Answers user Jere-Me. And Jere-Me asks, "Do you talk to the checkout clerk when you're at the checkout? I'm getting better at it." Smiley face.
Was this written by a new baby?
No.
Okay. Was it
by Jere-Me?
A parenting, perhaps?
Do you talk to the checkout clerk when you're at the checkout?
I'm getting better at it.
What I tend to do is I just face the opposite direction.
Okay, I want to break kayfabe a little bit here. I'm a checkout clerk, and if someone did that to me, I would be so intimidated by that raw power of someone just staring off in the opposite direction as they fucking plug in the code for their goddamn lemons and put it in a little bag for them. How was your day today? And I just see this ominous backside of this human being, and they're just staring. And I hear, like, it's hard to hear because they're facing the opposite direction, and they're just like, fine.
No, I was thinking, like, they just don't say anything at all.
Okay, so they're acting akin to the monolith from 2001: A Space Odyssey, but a person.
Haven't seen it, but yeah.
God, that's such a stressful concept to imagine.
Usually whenever I go to the checkout, I activate my powers. So I'm just like levitating a short distance and I am glowing.
Right.
And instead of saying words in a human tongue, I just kind of emanate a droning sound like a...
And you're getting better at it.
So yeah, I'd say I'm getting better at it.
I'd say that's definitely a step up from last time.
Yeah.
When instead of making noise, you just sort of floated there T-posing while staring down at the checkout clerks. Is what I think you used to do. Is that right?
Say that again.
Back last year, you know, when we have this question every single year, of course, as you know, if you listen to last episode. And last time you mentioned that you would just sort of float there T-posing and staring down at them, and you didn't make any noise at all. But now you've come to making a droning noise, and I think that is definitely a marked improvement from last year.
Yeah, I'm getting a little workout of the old drones.
Yeah. Right.
It's definitely a big improvement from the one time where you told us, like, you were doing that same scenario where you're just kind of T-posing over them, but you like lost focus and just kind of fell on them.
Right. I have fallen on a few checkout clerks here. Mm-hmm. It's embarrassing, I mean, we all have. What can I say? I'm getting better at it.
Hell yeah.
But aim is getting better. Can I read to the one answer that's in here in this image?
Yeah, the top answer on this one.
It just says, "I talk to the self-checkout machine sometimes."
I think we all should.
I genuinely, honestly, I am delighted at the idea of talking to the self-checkout machine.
It just beeps and you're like, "How you doing, little guy?" And it's just like, beep boop. And it's like, wow, you're right.
It makes me so happy.
Some of them, like,
that's
the
really
ones
good.
at our store, like, do talk to you to to an extent.
I mean, they do say
like,
stuff like, like, please take your items.
Yeah, remove items from the bagging area or whatever. And I'm like,
And
oh,
then
that's my
thanks, you
favorite
too.
one.
All right, I will appreciate the advice.
Sometimes I ask questions to the self-checkout machines whenever Jere-Me isn't around.
Yeah.
If I need advice, I ask the machine.
Dear Head Jere-Me, what's the best blunt weapon? Now I want to take a look at this question real quick, and there's something. This brings up another question, but like amongst us, this Jeremy's asking for the Head Jere-Me. Who is the Head Jere-Me? Which
I don't think
is it?
we have
One
the
of us?
authority to contact Head Jere-Me right now.
Yeah, Holy J, right?
Yeah, the Holy Jer, the Alpha Jer, the Prime Jer.
Would that be? I don't know if that would be Head Jere-Me though. Like obviously that's the top Jere-Me, but I feel like Head Jere-Me might.
So this is like between Head Jere-Me versus Hat Jere-Me, and then the Alpha Prime Jere-Me is the Hat Jere-Me because it's at the very top, but Head Jere-Me is like the Red Ranger Jere-Me who like gets in the Megazord and makes the head part of the Megazord of Jeremy's.
I think the Head Jere-Me is the one with the bluntest weapon.
Okay,
the best
so
blunt weapon.
So whomever holds the best blunt weapon is the Head Jere-Me.
Yes. But that also leads to the question of what is the best blunt weapon?
Well, I don't know if we can answer that question unless we have the best blunt weapon.
But we might have knowledge of, if we could figure out who the Head Jere-Me is, we could figure out what the best blunt weapon is.
Head Jere-Me. Like, I wish we got this question ahead of time and we could have Head Jere-Me here to be like, hey, I've got this fucking flail or whatever it is that I have.
Actually, yeah, flails don't always have like spikes and stuff, so like it can be.
Is it a paddle? Anyway, sorry. Is it a bow staff? Is it a fucking? Is it like a regular, or is it like a fucking crate? Is a crate? Like, I don't know, because I'm not the Head Jere-Me. I only use serrated weapons.
Yeah, I only use daggers.
This is really frustrating.
So to me, a blunt weapon is like an envelope opener.
Yeah, like maybe I'll use the handle of my serrated knife as a blunt weapon, but I wouldn't call that the best blunt weapon. That's just like, that'd be like too braggadocious or whatever. That'd be like, oh yeah, of course my serrated weapon's also the best blunt weapon. Well, I'm biased, of course I'm gonna say that, but like, the best blunt weapon is really hard for someone who doesn't specialize in blunt weaponry. God, I wish Head Jere-Me was here. Oh, he would know.
He would know. So unfortunately, I guess this one we can't really answer for the time being. Maybe next year, though.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jere-Me, who wanted to know. Man.
I think we need to lift our spirits with a Yahoo.
Yeah, let's do a Yahoo.
Suit up.
This Yahoo is sent in by Jere-Me. And it's from Yahoo Answers user. Sorry, something has gone wrong. I'm gonna call them Jere-Me.
Okay.
Jere-Me asks, new state names?
Oh. Like a new state?
Some new names for states, maybe? Or maybe some names for new states? There's no context for this question.
New state. So it's like, is it like,
North Virginia?
What if we took California and made it like weed state? Because there's a lot of weed there. So we call California like Weedsdale or something like that.
Weed zone.
Weed zone.
California
weed
20.
Place. Smokeland. Smokeland.
Oh, Smokeland, California.
So we could do like that, or maybe it's like if Canada was like, here, have this chunk of our place. What do we name it? Do we name it like North New York?
We could go with Newer York.
I do have to say that the exact scenario of what if Canada gave us some land, gave the United States some land, and we made it a new state, and what would that state be named? is a question that I have asked and answered for myself when I was in high school. When I was like a freshman in high school. And I have no insight as to how I came to this decision, but I did decide it would be called Lincoln.
Okay. So I guess new state name, Lincoln? New state name?
Listen, I think, personally, we got some, like, North Dakotas, stuff like that. I think we need to, like, add to the roster of cardinal directions.
How about we do, like, North Dakota, and then we pull from New York and do, like, New North Dakota?
I like that. I
was thinking, maybe in addition to North and South Dakota, we add a left Dakota.
Or how about, like, a Northeast Dakota?
A North by Northwest Dakota.
North Dakota, too.
Well, God damn it. New North Dakota Jr.
Hey, Down Dakota.
Down Dakota. We could do like North Dakota, South Dakota, and then like Lil Dakota.
Mirror Dakota.
Anti-Dakota.
Anti-Dakota.
Evil Dakota.
These are our new states: North Dakota, South Dakota, and Un-Dakota.
A token.
Do you just say Dakota backwards?
It's the name of Dark Dakota.
Darkota.
A token.
Is it sad that my favorite bit is just you saying Dakota backwards? It's late.
It is really late. There is a best answer listed as voted on by the Yahoo Answers community for the question new state names. Mm-hmm. And the best answer, it just says Bruce. Bruce.
That's a weird name.
I like Bruce.
Can I say Bruce sounds like what you would call if another island showed up off of Hawaii, I think they would call it Bruce.
Hey, this is our new Hawaii Junior. What are you gonna name it? You want to call it like you gonna name it after like something like relevant to Hawaii? You want to name it like Baby Hawaii or North Hawaii? I'm just gonna call it Bruce. Hey, Bruce.
Bruce. Yeah. It's Bruce.
It's Bruce. Yeah, that's Bruce.
It's Bruce.
Like you just look at it, you're like, no, that's just Bruce.
That's Bruce.
And then someone else was like, "Hey, give me that. What do you can't just." No, oh no, that's for sure Bruce. That's definitely a Bruce right there. Looks to me like a Bruce.
Jere-Me asks, "Dear Jere-Me's, I have grown several crops of vegetables and herbs, and I am struggling to choose a combination to burn as an offering to the gods. Should I go with the corn and rosemary to appease Gatanathoa? I hope I pronounced that right.
Oof, you did your best.
The tomatoes and celery to appease Rolor, or the apples and parsley to appease Yahweh. I offered a young lamb to Yahweh last harvest, and it served me well, but I don't want to get stuck in a rut. Please help."
Oh, the worst thing you can do is send Yahweh a goat twice in a row, or a lamb even.
That one's not too fond of repeated goats,
Mm-hmm.
Repeated lambs, sheep.
Yeah, you know what they say, twice yams or twice lambs. That's you'll be damned.
That's bad. Twice lamb, you'll be damned.
you know they say that, right? That's right there in the Bible or the Old Testament. It's right there in one of those ones.
This might be a little biased. This might be a little biased of me, but I'm a little curious. No consideration for a gift for the Big J.
You give to Jere-Me this year, maybe.
I mean, I know my gift to Jere-Me. It's this podcast.
Give a little bit of your stuff to Jer.
I always send them like crates of Mike and Ike's, and that's
send
so far
Jere-Me some Mike and Ike's.
Yeah.
You've tried lambs, you've done rosemary, you've done tomatoes and celery, yada yada yada. How about some Mike and Ike's? Step it up, buddy.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, I need that sweet treat, Mike and I.
You can buy a bunch of fucking celery for like $1 at a grocery store. Mike and Ike's though,
Yeah.
that's like $2. You know,
Yeah.
show them you really care.
Sometimes I think simplicity is the way to go.
Give
You know,
him
like
Mike.
maybe
Give him Ike.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't want to have to prepare a meal with celery and such and tomatoes. Like
Right.
maybe he just wants a snack that's ready to go.
So I guess
He's a busy man.
It's a little biased for us, but the deity you should be given to, I think, is Jere-Me. Of course, I think that it's Jere-Me Day. We're all talking Jere-Me right now. It's fine. So take that one with a grain of salt. But I still think it's a good idea.
I will say though,
Uh-huh.
if you're at a loss as to what to do with all of these crops of vegetables and herbs,
Right.
I do like the sound of that corn. I do like corn a lot,
I
so maybe
knew.
you could appease me and send me the corn,
Yeah, send Jere-Me some corn.
and then send Jere-Me some Mike and Ike's.
Yeah, give Jere-Me some corn for sure, and then give Jere-Me some Mike and Ike's.
I think you should just give everyone a little bit of corn. You can't really go wrong with
Give
it.
a little
No,
bit.
I want the corn.
Give a little bit of your corn to me. Can I do that that song twice in an episode?
Yeah,
Is it okay?
I think it's good. I think you're good.
Okay, good.
I do have a Yahoo.
The last Yahoo?
Huh.
It's not the last Yahoo, but I have a
the
Yahoo.
The last Yahoo as opposed to the final Yahoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one is sent in by Jeremy Shepard. Thank you, Jeremy. It's by Yahoo Answers user Jeremy. And Jeremy asks, is humanity smarter than aliens? Because it appears they haven't even developed radio yet for us to detect.
It's a good point. They were aliens that were fucking smart. We'd hear their radios. They do radio, right?
If the aliens were smart, they'd be Jeremy's.
They'd be investing in podcasting and doing podcasts and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'd be transmitting podcasts over interstellar waves.
If I can't hear a true crime about aliens coming down the radio waves, then they're fucking idiots over there. Whatever they're doing, it's fucking stupid.
I mean, if they're not transmitting alien Will Smith movies, I don't want anything to do. It seems like they're not very smart.
Right. Like, if there's no alien cereal, then I don't want to talk to aliens then.
What about the? They can't be that good if I can't listen to This Alien Life. Okay.
Yeah.
This alien life. What are other podcasts?
I
want to do this joke, but I don't have any other podcasts.
what's what's a podcast that people listen to?
The Alien Zone, Taz, or their special episodes they do every Max Alien Drive, the Alien Zone.
You're pulling real hard. What do people normally what if instead of radio they developed video podcasts, and so maybe they're doing the Alien Howard Stern? Is that one of them?
Just
the
put the word
alien
in front
Joe
of it.
Rogan?
Maybe we're the ones who are stupid. Maybe we're the idiots. We can't even think of more good alien puns. It's late.
It is really late.
Little
Is
bit.
humanity smarter than aliens?
I think humanity, because they're not doing radio. They don't have.
It
talk
appears they
shows.
haven't even developed radio yet for us to detect.
Indeed.
They should know that they need to be working on that for us.
Yeah. It took humanity. We had the fucking pyramids. We had the fucking cars and stuff. We got right to radio as fast as we possibly could because we knew the aliens would want to hear that. But if they're not even doing radio, they probably don't even hear what we're doing, and it's like, what the fuck? All this work for nothing.
Ever since we made radio, we've been broadcasting this show, My Jere-Me and Me, so that any aliens would know that we're a Jere-Me-centric race.
Yeah, so all the Jere-Mes out there on other planets would be like, hey, appreciate that. But if they're not using radio to pick up on that, then I guess they're just a bunch of dummies.
Ding dongs.
Bunch of
they're
ding-dongs.
just not very smart.
I mean, they're probably fine, but humanity, I think, as a whole, is smarter than aliens because they don't even have radio. Like, what is the point then?
I think we got a solid no for that answer.
Oh, so you're saying that humanity is not smarter than aliens?
No. My apologies. This answer is a solid yes.
Oof. Oh, that was a close one.
I thought the question was the other way around for
that
a
was
hot
a real
second.
close one, Jere-Me. Oof.
It was.
Oh boy.
It was. Oh boy.
So we did the show, I think.
I think we might have done the show.
I think we did the show.
You know, I think maybe we did.
Well, Jere-Me, it's been a real good one. It's been a real good.
It has been.
I can't wait until we start work on the next episode tomorrow.
Which is,
right?
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I think this was it always feels worth it. The
It does feel worth it.
364 days of prep we spend.
Yeah, mix the year. Like it's nice to have that one like wrap party and then get right back to work next day. But it's like nice to have that one night where we're relaxed for a little bit.
Yeah, the longer you work, the more you appreciate the break.
Yeah, for one night.
All right, so a big shout out to Luminous Studios who hosts our show, and honestly, you're welcome. Is what I should be saying. I know there's sometimes it doesn't hurt to be a little, to like kind of break the modesty a little.
Right. Like, it's good to act humble from now and then, but like, if we're being honest, you're welcome.
Yeah, Luminous Studios.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome for having us.
You're welcome. We let you live.
What other shows does Luminous Studios do besides our show, though?
Luminous Studios got some other good shows like The Current Cast, we got Podcast 2, and we got Cast Food that you can all listen over on the podcastzone.com.
Well,
that's not...
Sorry.
That's not
the podcast.zone. Just splice that in. Don't worry. We're good. We're Jere-Me.
We'll just fix it in post. We won't, but we'll say we will.
Yeah.
We'll say we will.
Yeah, go check out the podcast.zone. They're also on whatever podcast platform you prefer to use. Luminous Studios. I would like to thank Jere-Me and the Long Winters for the use of our theme song. It's 3 Jere-Mes off of the album Putting the Jares to Bed.
Well, it's great tune. Really, I can't emphasize enough how beautiful the singer's voice is in that one. Jere-Me really hits all the notes, and that's all you can really ask for him. And I guess before we go, I do want to say if you want some Luminous Studios themed merch, you can go to bit.ly/luminousmerch, or you can go to tpublic.com/castquestcast for merch related to the other show on this feed. That's not my Jere-Me, and Jere-Me for some reason. And also, if you want to find this episode and this episode only, you can go to jeremysonly.com, spelled Jere-Me's, not spelled like Geremies, it's Jeremies, like plural of Jere-Me, jeremysonly.com, and it should take you, hopefully, to just this episode's link.
Yeah, it'll take you right here, and that's all you need. We are going to need a final Yahoo!
Okay, I'd love
Let's
to
get
have
that final Yahoo.
How much is a 1986 McDonald's ketchup packet worth?
Fuck. Alright, this has been my Jere-Me, and Jere-Me. Kiss your Jere-Me where the sun don't shine.
It's Jere-Me.
Oh my god, is that really a catch?
But not 2 Jere-Me. Yes, because it's 3 Jere-Me.
Someone wrote that.
Oh god.
It's Jere-Me. Hey Jere-Me, do you wanna just say hey I wanna? Just say hey I wanna.
My Jere-Me, and Jere-Me is a production of Luminous Studios. Your Jere-Me luminaries are Jere-Me, and Jere-Me. Also, special thanks to Jere-Me for doing the beginning part. He's a real genuine Jer, and that's great.